Good morning guys and welcome back to the channel. I am in the downtown area on Henson Street. And I thought I'd take a walk and look what's going on down here. First time I've been down here for a vlog. And it is rainy season. And that is an understatement. When you look at the forecast, it's just rain for the foreseeable future, probably for the whole of August. So I thought if you stay in because of the rain, you ain't never going out. And I was getting these alerts on my phone at 5 a.m. flood warning, like an air raid siren going off. But that covers Zambala as Pampanga, so I don't. It's not. It's a general warning, I would have thought. So it's not like, right, you're in immediate danger. Location dependent, I would have thought. And this is not thunderstorms, this is like light rain. Well, light to medium rain. Umbrella will sort it. So yeah, that street there is Henson Street, named after the Henson family who founded Angeles. I think back in the 19th century? Not sure on the exact dates, but somewhere around then. Before that, it had another name, Kuliat, something like that. And so they were the family that founded it, and I guess that street was named after them. And even Hensonville is likely to have been named after them. Right. I see. The way you normally go with a... Hey, how you doing? The way you normally go with a car would be down there, but since I'm on foot, I'm headed this way. There is a Jollibee on the corner here. There is a market over there. It says Pure Gold. I think that's the supermarket. It is wet. Welcome to rainy season. But every cloud has its silver lining. Oh, a nice bakery there. This is a Filipino bakery, a proper one. Angelina's. A lot of these stores ain't open yet. Looks like clothing stores. So yeah, it is a rainy season, underline. It has been raining since I got back from Taiwan non-stop. I did that walking street vlog where I wanted to get into that ladies drink topic and a bit more about prices rising down there. But I only covered partially what I wanted to do. And then I was going to redo it, but it was so wet. I thought, you know what, I'm not going to redo it, I'll put it out. Morning. Hey. and do the vlog early, but yeah, there is advantages for that there's less people on the street, but some of these stores are not open, so for this vlog it probably would have been better to come a little bit later. I think people are just sort of waking up, hey, setting up. This is a good place to come. People are friendly around here. Walking street at 6 a.m. they're like, we don't want to know. So I know there's a lot of ukai around here. I wanted to point some of those out, perhaps in another video, because they're good places to pick up cheap clothes if you're on a budget. My wife's always picking me up clothes from there. This is just a walk in the rain. Now, there is the iconic, is it called the Holy Rosary Parish Church? I'm not sure the full title, but the iconic one, as a landmark in Angeles City. That's at somewhere down here, so we're going to point that out in a bit. There's a bridge over a stream. And it's not the type of stream you want to go swimming and not sit by. These are... Wow. Morning.
Welcome to my vlog.
I think I'm going to do this, well, definitely come down here again, but I think it's going to be cool to come down here a bit later in the day. There's another Jollibee over there. 2 Jollibees. And that is General. General. Over. Oh, I just trod in a puddle. So.
Where about you?
Now down there is neighbourhoods. And up here is the church. Some of these houses are are historical and have connections to the founders of Angeles City. I'm not sure entirely which ones they are, but looks like I'm not sure what is in there. Is that a museum or a historical house? That could be a historical house open to the public, or it could be completely off the wall. Ah, now we're talking. Ah, there's a little alley that goes in there that's closed off. And then what appears to be... Come on in! Appears to be a restaurant here. Home of Ramondo's Pizza. Okay, so that's interesting. Very old building there. I reckon that's the security guard. He's like, what are you up to? You just woke up. There's a Starbucks with a massive car park. Set back from the road, like miles set back. Hey, it's still good to get out and about early in the morning, get some exercise in, even in rainy season, get an umbrella. You know, in the UK, it seems to have changed a bit in the UK. It doesn't seem to be as rainy as it used to be, but back in Wales, when I lived in Wales, wow. Yeah, if you didn't go out when it was raining, you didn't go out. Morning, how you doing? A friendly security guard at the Metro Bank there. Another McDonald's. That makes two. Or three, I can't remember. That McDonald's looks pretty new. So it looks in good shape, that one. And there's a bookshop. I wonder how bookshops are doing these days, because with everything going online, you would have thought they're not as busy as they used to be. You know, nowadays you don't necessarily need a book. You can just get a tablet. Oh, this is a nice little walkway with a bit of history. It's not doing the best job of sheltering me from the rain, and it's a little bit small for the umbrella. But I bet it does a great job of blocking the sun out. Ah, this leads us right up to the church. And I think we can go in and have a wander round. So I'm not sure when this dates back, but I would guess it was built under the Spanish rule, and it would be at least a couple of 100 years old. Oh, it looks like they might be having a service this morning. Maybe there's some information on the door. Oh wow, it's beautiful on the inside, isn't it? They've got these massive doors. You know. Yeah, I don't know how much you can see there, but it is very nice on the inside. Huge, huge doors. I think we'll leave. I don't feel like marching in there with a vlogging camera. I'm wandering around. Oh. There are lights on down at the end, so follow the light. I think there's another. There are historical buildings all around here. They're probably protected. Right, okay. So 5 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. visiting hours. Looks pretty active. Nuns are out. Yeah, there is a service going on. To the front of the church there, and I wonder if we can carry on through. I wonder if we can carry on through to the back. Right, here we are. Okay, some information there about prayer meetings. There's a religious store there, not yet open, where you can probably pick up a Bible. There's toilets around the back, and there's a place to put your umbrellas. And it looks like there's some kind of chapel in there. Okay, it looks like, oh, we can get out this way. Brilliant. Yeah, that was lucky, because that huge siren flood warning thing that keeps going off on my phone went off as I was in that back chapel. Luckily it was in my pocket, it wasn't so loud, but still. Right, I think we're just going to cross over, go around the other side. That was a nice little tour of the church. I guess people come down there early before work to get their prayers in. before they go off to work, I would have thought. That's why it opens at 5 a.m. And then I expect the tourists come in a bit later. Now, I know Holy Angel University is down here. I would love to go for a walk around that. I put that on the list. This might even be Holy Angel University. Or is it a subdivision? Morning. What's subdivision? Yeah, so that is a subdivision, and I expect it's pretty nice in there. That's with big houses, but I'm not going to walk down there because it looks like a long way. I'll save that one for another vlog. Here we've got the Holy Angel University, and I don't know a lot about the Holy Angel University, but from what I've heard, it's a decent university. Definitely in the Philippines, perhaps in this area. And it's got a lovely campus. I mean, just looking around the outside, combination of historical and modern buildings, like here. Wow, I might have to go around there at some point. I might just see if I can poke my head in, or if they're going to stop me. I think they're going to stop me. Well, they might not, but we'll see. Security guard there having a look. What's he up to? Oh, you can see the church poking out the top of the buildings there. It's nice, lovely. Holy Angel University. See a bit more of the campus. It says there San Francisco, the Jaya building. Yeah, looks like a modern block. Looks lovely, the campus. Good place to go to university if you're thinking about it. Angeles City. And they've got information here, so right. So a bit of information there. May have started as a high school. Yeah. Okay, so some information about the founders. And there's a little university emblem there on the ground, the entrance, I expect. Wow, if you look through there, that's a lovely little alley, and there's a lot of statues down the side. Flies around, buzzing around. Trying to adjust my umbrella. Oh. Yeah, and there's the gates, the main gates. suddenly the flies are hanging out under my umbrella. Was it Rihanna that sang that? I can't remember. Under my umbrella. I'm not sure if it was quite the same that she was thinking about, flies buzzing around. Yeah, so I'm going to cross over. That, I believe, heads down to, meets up with MacArthur Highway, I think, at the end, and then heads towards San Fernando. Yeah, I think the start of San Fernando is just down there. And Angeles, before it was founded by the Henson family, used to be part of San Fernando, I believe. Yeah, they did it legally. Didn't have to go to civil war. Rib syrup. No, I don't know what that is like. But there's an option for trying ribs. Now there's a lot of side streets down here that would be awesome to explore on another day. Something tells me that's more residential. That one leads back down to where we were. Cross over it. Actually, you know what? It's good coming out at this time when things are closed. You can't see everything that's going on, but there's a bit of peace and quiet. Yeah, this is another option. This is another area in Angeles. And it's funny, I still haven't got that pronunciation quite right, because every time I do a video I get corrected on it and then try and adjust. But when I've been checking on the internet about the pronunciation, I think it's Angeles. But I'm never going to get that right. Back over this stream. You know, if it rains, people stay in, but if you do that, you'll be staying in for the entirety of August. So you might as well just grab a big umbrella and go for a wander, because you wouldn't think twice, you wouldn't bat an eyelid. You probably wouldn't even take an umbrella in the UK if it was this type of rain. Over here we got flood warnings going on. Sirens, like an air raid siren going off on my phone. because I expect in some areas, you know, they do a blanket text, but in some areas they are at risk. Yeah, and I hope everyone's okay and safe, obviously. Not here though, and not here in Malabanias, because we seem to be on a decent slope there, so the water would run off. But I think at the bottom of Hensonville, Richtofen Street down there, where it runs into the river, people who live by the river, they can be at risk, because they erect their shacks along there. Ooh. There is a historical building. I'm not sure if I can get a good shot of that. Yeah, maybe, just about. But it looks like a private house, so I probably shouldn't do too much filming there. But I'm thinking these ones that are marked with those, maybe they're protected historical sites. Wow, look at that. The roof's completely gone off that building. It's just the front with no roof. But maybe the first floor has a roof. I don't know, hard to tell. But it looks like there's shops there still going. You know what? This is a great time to come down in, because it is not chock-a-block. It is not manic. People are probably shying away from the rain, staying indoors. You've got the streets to yourself. It's all good. Oh, you can see the church in the background just poking its head out. I might have to zoom in for that one. Can I get it to go down? Not easily. I wonder, I'm tempted to walk down there. I think that connects through. It looks like there is a photo store and they've got a graduation promo, because I expect some of the universities are graduating right now. I reckon this might be Henson's house that I was looking for. Yeah, must be. Look at that. Wow. Definitely open to the public, I would have thought. Cobbled streets. Why did they stop doing the streets like this when they expanded it up towards Malabanias? They didn't bother with the sidewalks. I don't know why. We should message to Mr. Henson and ask him why. Why did you only do the ones round by your house? Hey, how you doing? Hey! Yeah. Yeah, these are like typical of that Spanish, Portuguese colonies. Like reminds me a bit of, well, that specifically, that Parish Church reminds me a bit like Macau. They have that iconic one in Macau as well. But that is a ruin. That's only like the front of it. This is a whole church. It's much more impressive. But yeah, these streets, oh, lovely. I love a good sidewalk. we are back. There's another Converge building there. There used to be one in Clark. Right, so this one's taken applications. The one in Clark, where we used to go to dodge the queues, is not taking applications anymore. They're still operational for bill paying, from what I understand. But yeah, for applications you have to go to the one on MacArthur Highway, and it looks like you've got an option to come here, but I wouldn't know how busy that was. But the one on MacArthur Highway, when we set up our internet last month, that was very smooth. Hardly any queue. I don't know if you just got lucky or what, but either they've solved their queuing or much better organised at the queuing, or we just got lucky. Yeah, we came down here 2 nights ago. That light, that sign over there, the iconic Angeles sign, that one lights up, and there's all, you can grab a coffee, an iced coffee. A lot of people selling coffees. Grab a coffee, sit out here, find a step to sit on, appreciate the scenery. And have just a relaxing time, maybe find some street foods to munch on. Yeah, it's a nice place to come. The thing is, you don't always want to drink coffee at night, and all they're selling is coffee. Oh wow, that is a good shot there. I got to get out of the middle of the road, but just now I didn't show it to you. You can see right inside the church. Probably can't get that shot. As we go past. Yeah, it's a decent shot there of the inside of the church. I'm not sure if it will show up on the camera. I'm just going back and forth along the road here. People are probably wondering what I'm up to. Okay. No parking towaway zone. Oh. Except at nights, because there was a lot of parking down here when we were there. Morning, how you doing? There you can see the historical shaded sidewalk there. And above that is Holy Family Academy. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe it's a college. Maybe it's part of the Holy Angel University. Not sure. Maybe it's just a private school. Abandoned building, used as a car park. Some guy getting dressed. Probably didn't want to be videoed. Mackie D's. I wonder which is more profitable. If you were opening a franchise fast food restaurant, I wonder which is the most profitable. A Mackie D's or a Jollibee? My gut says Jollibee, but you never know. shop. A very hidden coffee shop. Right there. I'm tempted to go and have a look. Is it that or is it that? It's not open. And it looks like it's upstairs. Just what you want, a bit of privacy with checking out. That's Starbucks. And there's one even further back. Krispy Kreme. There, you can't see it. The camera's not. There we go. It's all the way back there. For Starbucks customers only. Well, there's two at the moment. That says it's a mall. And this looks interesting. It's the sort of oh, what do you call that? I can't remember. Arcade Street. There is another coffee shop here, a bunch of adverts, and there's a restaurant at the end, 25 seats, but I don't know if I can get a good shot of it without getting my camera too wet. Yeah. And 1000cc coffee. Well, I wouldn't mind a 1000cc motorbike, but I'm not sure if I want a 1000cc coffee. Where was it? I wanted to. There's got to be a side street somewhere, but it might be closed off. It looks like there's a side street down there. Does it go anywhere? No, it goes behind the back of the bank. Morning, guys. This way to King's Bar and Grill. Might be worth having a look in there. Well, I'm going to carry on down there. alright in the downtown. I don't come down here enough. Early bird catches the worm with these stores. Mind you, in the wet, not too many worms. Oh yeah, I already walked around there. Better head this way. I'm just going to head down to the end of this street. And then walk back to McDonald's, and that will conclude for this vlog. I'm just looking at what type of businesses along here. Agri-supply, electronics, vape. So yeah, just a mishmash. I thought it might have been one of those streets where they just had a bunch of lawyers, but no, it's just a mishmash. There is a Chooks to go over there, tucked away. I haven't had a Chooks to go for a while. See if we can get it on the camera. Have I missed it? Oh yeah, it's further down there. Yeah, there it is, hidden away. Yeah, there's Chooks to go right there. Okay, Susie's Cuisine as well, I can see. You don't have to be afraid of the rain. Which is good, because we got a lot more coming. I think there's salon suppliers here, right? Salon supplies. Looks like you got. Is that a vet there? Okay, mishmash stuff. For sale in the downtown, set back, looks like a historical building. Not going to loiter. Some pigeons and chickens, unattended. an ukai over there. I must be tough in the wet. Everyone's walking in your shop with dirty shoes. You got a bunch of clean clothes, so you're trying to keep neat and tidy. And you're fairly restricted as how far you can put stuff out, right? Right, I think... I know where we are. I know where we are. Pampanga Telebastagan, that one. Okay. We're back at the Jollibee. There's a lot to explore down here. There's that street over there, but we'll put that in another video. We have done the Holy Rosary Circular, we'll call it. Yeah, that's another one for another day. Yeah, I suppose the rain, you know, if you're thinking about walking street and that, people just walk wet and dirt straight into the bar. It must be a nightmare. Constantly trying to mop the floor on the floor. Okay. Bristol motorcycles. Now that's interesting. Back at McDonald's. Is super noisy. I'm gonna finish the vlog. Thanks guys. I think they've got the generator work going because like there was a brownout this morning. So yeah, thanks for joining for these steps guys. I'll catch you in the next video.